Hello again, Steven. This video is probably going to be short. I'm just giving you a quick little job update of how things are going. A little bit of a side note, so you know I'm staying in a hotel when I'm doing my contracts down here. So I stay at a hotel about like a mile up the road, which is not the nicest hotel. There's a hotel right outside my hospital, but I've always heard that that hotel is really crappy and you shouldn't really stay at that hotel. So taking that to heart, I found another hotel, not a nice hotel, but a different hotel. And one guy at work told me, dude, what are you paying for a hotel? You're overpaying. Just stay at the hotel right outside. It's fine and you're going to save a ton of money. So I decided to give it a try. And it is cheaper because the hotel is owned by the hospital that I work for. So because I'm a contracted employee there, I get a discounted rate. So it was going to be cheaper than the hotel up the street. So I said, you know what? Let's give it a try. Last week, canceled my reservations at the hotel up the road, stayed at this hotel, I'm in it right now, and was like, dude, this is totally acceptable. So I went ahead and booked this week and next week, canceled my reservations at the hotel up the road, and pulling into the parking lot this evening, there's a sign on their marquee that says hotel closing July 1st, 2020. I'm like, is it closing for a day? No, I went to the front desk and they said, oh no, the hotel is completely shutting down forever. And my reservations next week were gonna be the 1st, 2nd, and the 3rd, so those were canceled. So I just found this hotel that's perfectly decent, significantly cheaper, and no longer an option. So it looks like I'm gonna be rebooking my reservations at the hotel up the road and we'll be staying there at least until the end of July. So anyway, that's what we're getting into today, is a little update on the job hunt. So what I told you before is when COVID happened, the travel nursing job market was just devastated. There are no jobs anywhere. My contract wasn't extended up in Baltimore. I'm lucky to have the job that I have right now. My 3-month contract is up in August. That's when our lease in Baltimore is up as well. My hope was that we were going to be able to go somewhere new. We've already done a contract down here in this part of Maryland that I'm in right now. So it would be nice to do something new and then we could end our lease there, start a new lease somewhere else. I don't know if I said this at the time, but that was an optimistic view. I think the way I phrased it was the more realistic option, or at least like the most likely option, is that my contract will have to be extended there because there still won't be any jobs in the job market. I was thinking we do another 3 months, probably do a month-to-month lease, and that would put us in November. And that seems like a decent amount of time for the job market to kind of get its feet again and for there to be jobs posting around the country so that I actually have options for where to go when it came time to do a new contract in November. Yeah, that's not happening. 2 weeks into this contract that I'm at right now, the management in the ER calls me and says, hey, would you mind extending your contract until December, end of December? Currently, they have a bunch of new graduate nurses coming into the department and they need experienced nurses to train those nurses. And so they wanted me to extend my contract so that I would commit to a block of time where I could train one of those new grad nurses. I didn't want to tell them no, and I'm gonna make a video about this in the future, is you need to keep good relations as a travel nurse with all of the hospitals you work with. So I didn't want to tell them no, I didn't want to extend. I have a very good rapport with these people and I wanted to maintain that. The only reason I didn't want to extend is because, like I said, we've done this contract before, we've done this area before, we like being somewhere new. But being realistic, the job market is crap right now. There's nothing out there. So if I have a job, and a well-paying job at that, I need to stay here as long as I can while things start to get better. So I told them if I'm staying, I want to do 6 months instead of just extending to the end of December, because I want to sign a new lease in August, and that would take me through to the beginning of February. And they said, if you stay, you can have any contract you want. And so I said yes. It hasn't officially come through, which is kind of weird. They said they're just waiting on approval, but they asked me to extend, so I don't think there would be any issue there. I don't know, I hope not. In terms of moving though, we are going to move. So I'm working south of DC, and when we were here last time, we were living east of DC in a town called Largo, but we always wanted to live in Alexandria. Alexandria is kind of southwest of DC, very nice area across the river in Virginia. And so this time we said, you know what? We're gonna live in Alexandria. We looked at a bunch of apartments and put in an application so that we can move in the beginning of August. Alexandria is expensive. So the apartment we're staying in is more than we're used to spending, and it's not as nice as some of the apartments we've stayed in the past, but you're paying for the area. You're not really paying for the apartment unit. It's not so small that it's going to be a hindrance. It's just going to be an adjustment, I think is the best way to phrase it. It's going to be an adjustment to move there from what we're living in right now outside of Baltimore. But we're excited. We really are excited about living in that area. I just need the contract to come through right now so that I can sign it and make it official. And that is the plan for August. Steven, as always, I hope that you make a video on our channel soon. I hope that you and Harvey continue to stay safe, and I will talk to you later. I'm going to bed.